Would you also consider IG or TikTok ads alongside the Etsy ads? No. Would I also consider IG or TikTok ads alongside the Etsy ads for an Etsy store? The answer is a flat no, right? Like, literally, there is basically no example of doing this and actually being worth it. Etsy ads is really all you need to actually gain traction on Etsy. The reason why you want to use Etsy as a marketplace and as a platform is because of the organic sales, like the free sales, right? You want to get to first page. You want to get to the top of the first page. You want to reach the top of the first page, the home page. You want to use the traffic that's already on the Etsy platform. So by using Etsy ads, you're just artificially, you're bribing Etsy to be at the top of the first page for a short period of time, right? So that's how you get more sales from Etsy ads. That's why it makes sense, right? Etsy ads are really good and underpriced attention because most Etsy sellers are complete and utter morons, so they don't realize that Etsy ads are actually good and they're just too busy complaining about Etsy fees or complaining about something else, right? So essentially, Etsy ads are really underpriced for what they are and for the sales that you can gain for them. When you're using off-site ads like IG, TikTok, Meta, Facebook, like Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, all this kind of bullshit, off-site paid advertising, you are promoting Etsy more than you're promoting your own specific product. It makes much more sense. If you want to do TikTok ads, don't send it to your Etsy page, because if you send it to your Etsy page, there's a line at the top of the screen that is other products. Underneath, there's other products, and those aren't your store. So why would you want to promote other people's products, right? It doesn't make sense. It's not an optimized landing page for you to get sales. So essentially, you want to send it to a Shopify site if you want to do that side of things. Honestly, I would recommend do Etsy ads right in the beginning. You're going to get a bit of momentum from the Etsy ads. When you've got that momentum, you're going to start seeing kind of a snowball effect. You're going to start getting organic orders. Then your Etsy ads probably will be profitable. If they're not, they break even. You're fine anyways, so you're just going to be good from that point. So basically, my simple answer, should you use Instagram or TikTok ads to promote your Etsy store, is a flat no. Can I do fake review for my store from another store of mine or will it cause problems? The general rule I would say is it's going to cause problems, bro. Don't do it. Do you think Etsy is still good even though it's very hard to get a 3-day store? And if it is, how if you get multiple 4-day, 14, 20-day stores? Yeah, obviously it's still fucking good, bro. If you're not just scamming people and you know how to avoid bans and mitigate it, you're literally fine. There's no problem with it. Do I have to change my number and address for every store? You want to insulate every store as much as humanly possible. I can't talk about it too much on the live stream. It'd be unfair to the members inside of Etsy Kings. I'll post the link if you want to apply to join that. But basically, you need to insulate everything as much as humanly possible is the easiest way that I can describe it. So you want to insulate every store as much as humanly possible from each other to stop them being like associated together, essentially. So that's the link there, and I'll also post the link in the description of the video as well. We talk about that in much more detail, but it's a paid program, so I don't want to obviously give up the information inside of the paid program. It'd be unfair to the members inside of the paid program, if that makes sense. There you go. I posted the link a few times in the chat. So if you apply that, you book in a call, you'll find all the information you need. How many stores do you have to get running for Q4? So there's no specific amount of Etsy stores that you need for quarter 4. Again, reminder, quarter 4 is October, November, December. You got Black Friday, you got Christmas. There's not a specific amount, but I would say you want like minimum 3 stores. What do I think of Halloween products for Etsy? I think it's really, really good. I think it's mainly good in the US. Christmas products are like 10, 20 times, 30 times of what 50 times of what Halloween products are, because everyone in the entire world basically celebrates, basically every market Etsy is in the entire world celebrates Christmas. Halloween isn't that big in like Germany, in the UK. It's quite big in the US, but it's not that big. So I think it's pretty good to do Halloween, but more of a focus in that period should be on Christmas, not on Halloween. What would you say to an 18-year-old that wants to start dropshipping? Just fucking start. You're 18. Are you laughing what I said? Yeah, you're 18, just fucking start dropshipping. It's really that simple. Like, you're an adult, so you have no problems with payment processors. Like, you're literally good. If you're 18, you're probably still living at home. So you can get a job, and basically every penny from that job, you can just pump into your stores and to figuring things out. I would say just try and spend as little money as possible on other bullshit. Get a 9 to 5, that's pretty simple and easy to do. Use every penny of that to just figure out Etsy dropshipping. You'll make money, and you'll be making money in 3 months' time if you're not a pussy. If you're a pussy, then just go get a 9 to 5. Yeah, just get a few $100s today and set up stores for seasonal products. There you go. Yeah, that's literally what Nate said right now. How to do last mile tracking when dropshipping from AliExpress. Parcelsapp.com. What's good, bro? I ran ads for a while and got the store going, averaging 1 sale a day organically. What I'm trying to ask is, for how long should you run ads? How many sales after? So it's a good question, right? So with Etsy dropshipping, really you want to do it so you're running ads the whole time if it's profitable. If ads are profitable on Etsy, keep running them forever, right? Because it's bringing you money, it's bringing you profit, so don't turn them off. Essentially, the kind of rule is, if they aren't profitable or they aren't greatly profitable, like it's break even, you probably want to do it for really until you're about like 150 orders. If you're like breaking even, 150 orders is the kind of point where you're going to start seeing more organic orders, and things are going to start really taking off. And the best way to get to that point as quickly as possible is using Etsy ads. Are the 14-day stores risky to run on due to long payouts with getting paid, or still selling them? I still selling them. Have you ever tried going on the general store route and niche down once you see what's working? No, I don't do that. I tried it like once and I don't do it anymore. Think that would work, quitting the process, just having one. So I mean, the thing is, I just choose good niches, so I just do it. I do re-niche though. If a store doesn't work well on a particular niche, I just re-niche it and just run it again. Can sales from meta ads still fluctuate a lot day by day, even with a winning product like 0 sale days? I mean, if you're getting up there and you're like $500 plus in ad spend a day, then it's going to fluctuate less, but it's still going to fluctuate, yes. But if you're spending like below $100 a day, it's going to fluctuate quite a lot. You might have a 0 sales day, you might have like a 10 sales day, you know? What should you do if you still don't have any signers? Should I put my own name on my 20 stores? No. Question is quite hard to answer, bro, without giving away like key information. But basically, no, I would not recommend to do that. Craig, do you do Shopify dropshipping also? So I've done a lot of Shopify dropshipping, and I still do it, but I do it as a means to an end. I dropship right in the beginning to then, with the aim of creating a brand and buying bulk stock and trying to go more of a legitimate route. But the simple answer is yes. Yes. I see the trim growing back too. Yeah, man. Getting the fucking trim up, G. Realistically, how much can a person make if they lock in for the last 3 months? Bro, really? If you actually put effort into it and you actually focus on it for the next like 3 months, like 20K profit quite easily. Yeah. Like if you can do, yeah, if you like, it depends on, I'm gonna be honest, it depends on your just general IQ. Like if you're not that smart of a person, obviously it's gonna be harder. But if like you're average and you've got like an above average like level of determination to actually make it work, then honestly like 20K, you'll be fine. Like 20K profit. What are some upsells if I have one product Shopify dropshipping store? So really the best way to do it is like, you want to pre-purchase upsell. So you really want, let me explain this in this way. So if it's a product that people could buy multiple of, which most products kind of are, you want to have it so that you have like discounted multiples, bulk discounts, what the fuck? So you can use like wide bundle, it's quite a good one to do that. It's like an application so it looks pretty and stuff like this. So you can choose like multiple quantities, or you could choose like a bit of a package, right? You could choose a bit of a package. So in terms of like, if you're selling, I saw this in the store the other day. Let's say you're selling t-shirts, or you're selling shirts, right? You could sell a package that is shirts and trousers at the same time, right? So you could sell a shirt and a trouser. So like a shirt's gonna be like 40 quid, but then you sell shirt and trousers for like 70 quid, but your cost of goods is actually not that much more because both items are being shipped together. Shipping's really expensive. So you can do it like that. There's so many different things. You just want to sell a complementary product and try and get people to buy a complementary product at the same time. You can do that on the product page. You can do that with like one-click upsell, like a pre-purchase upsell when they add an item to cart. You can also do it with a post-purchase upsell. They work really, really, really well. So one-click upsell, if you look that up, there's post-purchase upsells where you can add an item post-purchase. Probably about 6 to 10% of all-time revenue. Revenue in the past 3 years on all my Shopify stores has come from post-purchase upsells alone. So it's just an easy way of increasing your revenue like 10%, which if you do it correctly, it can basically increase your profit margins by like 5%, which is a lot, you know? Is cat clothing a good niche? I mean, bro, everything's basically a good niche, but it can work, it might not work. I don't know specifically for that niche. Do you recommend high-ticket Etsy dropshipping? Do you recommend high-ticket Etsy dropshipping? If so, what niches would you recommend? Jewelry is a pretty good one. I mentioned furniture earlier in this story, in this stream as well. Furniture is pretty good. You don't have to dropship. Well, you don't have to dropship from China. You can dropship from local suppliers as well. It works pretty well. There's a lot of different things like that. But yeah, I mean, that kind of works. Yeah, I think that's fucking answers your question, right? Re-editing your listings to switch to a completely different niche when you see the current one isn't working, doesn't increase the risk of ban. No, it doesn't increase risk of ban. Is women clothing a good niche? Right now, it's a bit harder to sell winter clothing than summer clothing on Etsy, in my opinion. But yeah, of course, fucking wonderful niche in the summer. So I'm sure there's something you can figure out in the winter. I don't focus on it though. How many stores and products roughly on each store is the optimal way to make 10K profit over this Q4? 10K profit is very simple. 3 stores, 1 product a day on each store. So by the end of Q4, you've listed like 300 products. Super easy. How many creatives per week should I aim to make for potential winning product on Meta ads? It's not really about... that question doesn't really make sense because it's not all about the creatives. That question doesn't really make sense because it doesn't really work like that. I don't really know how to answer that one, to be honest. It doesn't really work like that. I don't really know how to like reword it in a way that would make sense. But it's not really about creatives. It's not really about creatives per week to find a winning product. It's not really like that. Google Lens can easily find a product. Doesn't that mean it's too risky to post? Nope. When shipping, do you wait till you get the deposit or ship it with the money yourself? I ship it with my money myself. No, I meant a winning product. So I'm testing variants. So how many should I aim to make per week to test how they are good? Really, you only need like 3 creatives, 3 to 5 creatives max to actually test a product. So yeah, like 3 to 5. Do you only check on your stores using a phone or just your laptop? I am not logged into any of my stores on my laptop. I'm not logged into any of them. Because with IPs, so essentially it's a little bit complicated to explain quickly, but with IPs and ads power and the way that we run multiple stores, the safest way to do it is to not log in from a single device on multiple stores. So I don't want this phone to be associated to multiple different stores. So we use software to mitigate against that because that's a big reason why you get multiple. That's why a big reason why you get multiple stores banned at the same time on the same day. There's a specific way we should set up ads power while setting up a new profile proxy for additional stores. Yeah. I'm just logged into ads power. So we have 2 different ads powers. I'm just logged in on like, what should you do if you don't have signers? Should I put my own name on my 20 stores? I answered that before. Basically, my answer is fucking no. You should not do that. My answer for what should you do really is join Etsy Kings and we can help you with that. But past that, there's not really a good option that I can give to you there. I'll put the link here to apply to join Etsy Kings in the chat right there. It's also in the description of the video. But yeah, it's completely free to apply. How do you manage tabs? I got like 1,000 tabs open all day when I do product research. I just have like 1,000 tabs open. I just get a better PC. Oh, you mean you stay logged in on my laptop? I stay logged in on my software. I stay logged in on the software I use to manage my stores. I don't actually log in on like Chrome on my laptop now. If it's overtime for a few days before the last mile pops up, can I complete an order? I mean, you can, but the better way to do it is just update the dispatch date, push it along there. Does Etsy dropshipping work well in third world countries, and does the location of your store affect one niche? I mean, you can do it in third world countries, yeah. If you have a bit of money, if you have like $100, $200, you can. Location of your store, does it affect it? In terms of the back end setup, not really. In terms of front end, which location you put shipping from, then yeah, it does a bit. But you can do it, yeah, but you need some money to do it. Do you manage tabs? No, I just leave them all open, basically. There is something that you can do. I mean, you can do the thing that like collapses all the tabs. Like if you click the thing in the top left, you can collapse all the tabs. I don't know how you fucking do it though. But there are some better browsers than Chrome to do it. EP Roller, a good supplier to use on Etsy. I've never fucking heard of that name in my entire life. So probably not. What? They got one Google review. I'm going to say, don't use it. Because it looks sus as hell. Use CJ Dropshipping. Where's Oscar? He is at the warehouse in Nottingham. So I'm in Manchester right now. He lives in Nottingham. It's about 2 hours away. The warehouse is in Nottingham, about 2 hours away. Right now, I'm in Manchester. It's about a 3.5 hour drive to London from here. Craig, how do you do a 14-day payout? So you just pay the product cost until you get the reserve until the 14 days reduced? Basically, yes. Don't really worry too much. If it's your first store, don't worry too much. It's a little bit complicated. If you do want to learn about it, Google Ads Power, ADS Power, and Google Proxies as well. Proxies. Craig, I have 200 to my name. How do I do Etsy dropshipping? Any advice? Love you, bro. Bro, you have £200. You're literally fine. Bro, just go slow. Literally the best advice I can give you right there is just go slow and you're literally good. What kind of product do you advise me to start with? Home goods. So if you go to Etsy, Google home, type in home goods, you'll understand. How do I buy the Etsy Kings course? So I'll post the link in the chat right now. So you go through that website there, you fill out that little form, you book in a call.